Hello, everybody, and welcome to this month's webinar. We are going to be going through a variety of different, essentially kind of products and services that can really help estate and lettings agents to win more business, to increase revenue per transaction, and also to improve productivity and cut costs, basically. So we're just going to hang around for a little bit, let a couple more people come through. Meantime, yeah, you're going to be seeing today some live demos, a couple of live demos of the voice AI. So voice AI is kind of one of the new things this year that's really kind of come on leaps and bounds. And yeah, it's something we've really kind of been focusing on here at ModelProp as well, as you can imagine, and really it kind of will act as a sort of an AI receptionist essentially. So I'm going to try a couple of those things now. As most of you know, working with children, animals, live tech demonstrations are really the things you should never try. So, but we're going to give it a go. We're going to see what happens, and yeah, you will be the judge of how well it's gone. So that's coming up towards the end. I'm only going to try and get through this within about half an hour or so. Keep your time respected. But obviously, if you've got any questions as we go through, then please do fire them in, stick your hand up, do whatever you need. But yes, looking forward to the session. All right, let us, without further ado, crack on with the this demonstration. Sorry, give me 1 second. So here I go to share the screen. And I'm hoping that you can see this now. Alrighty, so for those that don't know me, hello. My name is Mal McCallion. I am the chief exec here at ModelProp. I've been in the industry 25 long years now. For my sins, helped set up Prime Location back in 2000, Zupa in 2008. So have been mildly obsessed with property and technology for a very, very, very long time. And then AI kind of came along about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And it was, yeah, just kind of the real focus was on how can we kind of demystify this because it's going to be amazing. And as you will see, it is amazing. But we wanted to be a kind of trusted source of information in our industry with some people that you recognize, hopefully, and yeah, some information that you can trust. So I'm going to run through just a bunch of different areas of AI that real, genuine live estate agents out there are using right now to help them to do these things. To build market share, to increase revenue per transaction, and to lower costs and improve productivity. Okay, so if products or services don't do one, two, or three of these things, they are essentially solutions looking for problems, and we don't bother with them. So everything you see here does one, two, or three of those things. So we kind of, I think it's useful always to try and kind of categorize, easy for me to say, these things so that you can just kind of get them sort of clear in your head as to whereabouts they sit. So there's sort of four distinct categories. And this is generative AI. It's text, there's images, there's videos, and there's audio. Now, we will have a little look at what's coming in the future around agentic AI. So very quickly, agentic AI is the kind of AI that you just give a purpose to, and it will go off and do it. And perhaps you've started to hear a few more people talking about you'll be able to just give agentic AI a job to do, like go and book a flight or book a restaurant or something, and it will go off and it'll find it and then it'll come back. So I'm going to show you just an example of that because that's coming in, and the example is going to be go and find me a house. All right, so it's agentic AI, but in the property search, property discovery area. And for those that are interested in those things, something I think is going to have a really big impact on property portals. All right. And if you find yourself at the wrong end of a Rightmove increase very recently, then this might be good news for you. All right. So that's going to be right at the end after the voice. But first of all, we're going to go through these four: text, images, video, and audio. So first up, text. All right, so this is an AI local services assistant. All right, what this does is this essentially captures and distills into one AI everything about you. All right, it knows all about your brand. It knows all about your tone of voice. It knows all about your team, the areas that you cover, history, branches, right down to properties. So everything about you is inside one of these AI assistants, and these can sit on the corner of your website. They can sit inside WhatsApp. They can also basically sit on people's phones as well, right? So you can actually give these to people who move into your area, move into one of your properties, and say, right, tenant, buyer, if you want to know anything about the local area, just use this link on your phone, and you'll be able to find out all of our recommendations. And you can upload, if you want, recommendations about particular restaurants, I don't know, sport shops, whatever you like. Or we can just pull in recommendations using Google. So, you know, anything that is a really decent, I don't know, cycle shop, then we'll find the best ones using Google reviews, etc. But so essentially, you can ask this anything. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what we call natural language search. So this essentially is where you can ask this: do you have any properties with a sea view? Okay, and a what parking space? One near town. All right, so these are three things that, generally speaking, you cannot just filter for under normal circumstances on your own website or on one of the portals. It is, as I say, natural language search. Essentially, it's just like I'm just looking for my dream sort of home, right? So off it goes, and it will then interrogate the property database of this particular agent, and it will give you some information about this one's got partial sea views, views over the main bay coastline, etc. So if I then click on this link, it will then take me through to the agent's website, and here we have a very nice property. And if I scoot through these images, we will attempt to see whether it's got what we're looking for. So it's got a very nice interior, but I'm not sure it's going to show us the car parking space. Oh, there's a car parking space. How nice. Right, so it's got a car parking space, and it says that it's got views over the main bay coastline and sea. All right, now it may not have those in the pictures, but it does say that it's here. As you can see, also it is in town or very close to the town. So it's fulfilled our three core requirements, and it has given us a search result or a series of search results that are brilliant, right? That actually are really, really different to what would happen if I just put in, I want this particular price range in this particular location, etc. So really kind of brand new way of searching. And you can see it sits down in the bottom corner, like I said, of this particular website, and you're able to ask it questions from here. This also is something that these guys are based up in Wales. All right. And, you know, again, just to show how much it can reflect you and your particular brand and your particular the things that are important to you. If you ask a question in Welsh, and this is what's it like to live in Llangefni, it will answer in Welsh. Now, my Welsh is not good enough, or indeed good at all, to understand that, but apparently it must be pretty good, I'm reckoning. So again, this is so versatile and so flexible to map exactly to who you are and what you want it to say. And just so that you've got a kind of anchor point, there's like £99 per company for up to 1,000 conversations. So it's really cost effective and it's really good and can really help you. This particular agent, by the way, uses this and when they're sitting on the sofa with vendors, and will ask the vendor, what is it you're going to miss most when you move? And they'll say skylight in the kitchen or sea view or parking space. Probably not parking space. Anyway, and essentially what you then have, and then they say, well, look, you know, we can make sure that people can discover that amazing thing about your property, which our competitors can't. And that's winning them instructions, and is really good messaging in terms of how they're using AI. So that is one one version of the text way that AI is being used. Particulars writer. So this is essentially where you are able to put in some bullet points, and it will rewrite the bullet points into something that is just like how you normally write. So I'm going to plonk in these bullet points, and within seconds, it's going to come back with a very nice rewrite of those details into a property description. So that's a really very speedy way of making sure that this writes like you as well. So we train it actually on your best property descriptions and make sure that it essentially sort of mimics those. And that's that's what's really great about it. It writes in UK English all the time as well, so none of those kind of chat GPT sort of Zeds sneaking in, and it's really good for that. More text-based AI, generative AI blog writing. So we help agents with their blogs. Again, been in the industry long enough to remember the dawn of social media when everyone went, you've just got to keep like throwing out content. You've got to keep, fresh in people's brains. And everybody was like, we've really got to do this. And it basically was just so difficult and complex. And look, here we are kind of 18 years later, and we finally found a solution in AI. So what we do is we will, you have your own account manager, and they will actually run this for you. So there's always a human looking at this and making sure that it's correct. But what they'll do is that they will take a local news story on a Monday and a Friday, and write it in your style. So again, this is all unique, all you. Write a local news story in your style. They'll then create an image from AI, or they'll use an appropriate unlicensable image, whatever the non-copyrighted version, and will create some great blogs for you, right? So Monday and Friday is about the local area, so absolutely rich with all of your keywords, your locations. Then on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it will do a sales, a story about selling your property, story about renting your property out as a landlord, story about buying your property, and then we're back to the local story again on Friday. So it's just packed with really good stories, unique stories that are in your tone of voice, reflect your brand, and every single day there is something new going up. We put it directly up onto your website if we can get access to your CMS, your content management system, and we make sure that it is really, really good and really interesting. So that's the blog writer, again, solving problems. Content has always been a problem. This can help you to make it happen. And again, just a kind of price point for this, £149 a month for 5 blogs a week. So 20 plus a month, which is really, really good too. So that's a quick run through of the sort of text side of things, and wanted to then just dwell a little bit on images. So AI, again, generative AI is really, really good at images. So this is virtual staging. Okay, so what we do is we start with this room, and then the AI will get rid of all the furniture, and then we'll put in some funky new furniture. So here's the contemporary style, and then we have a modern style, and so on. So it can circuit through, and you can choose, or your vendor can choose, indeed, what kind of style they'd like this room to be redone in. Now, obviously, there's some delicacy around how you introduce it because, well, some people might like this retro green and yellow combination. Some people might not. But, obviously, it's like, Mrs. Vendor, your property sells itself. However, there are some buyers for whom that, I don't know, pink carpet is not as attractive as perhaps it ought to be. So, why don't we help them to see it in a different light? And off it goes, and we can then virtually stage these. Now, these are like £30 for 4 images. All right. So all you need to do is just upload 4 images to us, and we will literally, on a pay-as-you-go basis, so you can have it in upsells. Agents have it in upsells in their marketing packs and things like that. And it just really enables properties to kind of be refreshed. So if property's been on the market for a while, you want a new story, and perhaps you want to decrease the price a bit, then actually relaunching it with some of these new images can be really, really powerful. If you've got a probate case and perhaps the kids don't want to mess with mum's furniture, then rather than doing anything other than sending it to us, you can actually get it just reconfigured. Look at a nice coastal style or luxury, without them having to pull out her or remove her favorite armchair or anything like that. So there's loads you can do. Here's one with the kind of kids' bedroom, and rather than having to tidy up after little Johnny, then you can actually just get rid of that and make it into a very nice kind of double room. So again, these are tools that use AI that are really practical, really cost effective, and can help you to essentially win more market share and cut costs and so on. So that's Virtual Stager. That's the kind of image side of things. There's a few more things that will be coming out in the next sort of few weeks around imagery that I'll show you again if you're back for the next month's webinar that we do, as I say, every single month. But there's always something new coming through, which is really, really exciting. So that's image side of things, videos now. So we have a lot of use of AI in videos, and here's one I'm just going to play you now.
Hello, everyone. It's Paul here. I'm excited to introduce some innovative AI solutions we're bringing to our franchisees. We have the branded blogger for daily content, an AI assistant for customer queries, and AI avatars for team representation. Particulars Writer generates quick property descriptions, while Virtual Stager enhances property images. Then there are prop clips to create engaging video shorts. These tools will help boost market share, productivity, and revenue. Oh, and this isn't really me. It's my very own AI avatar, which just goes to show how powerful this new technology already is. If you'd like to know more, just email paul.clark@lslps.co.uk and the real me will be happy to help.
Okay, so essentially the technology is so good now that it can enable you to be in 1 to a million places at once. These AI avatars, as they're known, can capture your teams as well. So actually, I know a load of agents and they've got some great people working for them who are amazing face to face. But the second you point a camera in front of them, it's just all kind of awkward and gurney and terrible and stilted. So what we do is we get them to we film for like 3 minutes, literally 3 minutes of film, chatting about their pets, holidays, I know, kids, if they're cheerful about their kids, and then we capture that and capture their voice, and then we can make those avatars chat away about pretty much anything. So we've got people doing market updates, monthly market updates. We had one last week with an agent doing a kind of instantaneous hot take on the interest rate decision. So those are the things that this enables without you having to get set up with a whole kind of tripod and try and remember the lines and all that sort of thing.
Hello, everyone.
But it's also really good for things like property videos. Now, again, this is something that is that a lot of agents do differently, and essentially you could have the kind of roving reporter style where you've got one of your team kind of going into a house and chatting away about it all the way through. That takes a certain skill set. What this is intended to provide a really, again, cost-effective video. So this is a property video. It costs like 30 quid. And what it can do is all we need from you is a few bullet points about the property and 10 images. All right, so essentially it's just a listing. And you send that to us, and what we will do is we will get the AI to write a script about it, including descriptions of all the images including the bullet points. It will then feed that script either into an AI avatar if you got one of them, or it can just do a voiceover, an AI voiceover. And then then what we do is we make the images move. All right, so what you can actually then see, or what you will see here, is that tree on the left-hand side will move out of the way as the camera moves towards the front door. A little bit later, you'll see a fire burning in the living room, which is all AI. All right, these are just static photos that AI has made move. Okay, and you put it all together, and this is what it looks like.
Welcome to this meticulously maintained 5-bedroom family residence, perfectly positioned near Ascot Racecourse and the vibrant High Street. This home offers a seamless blend of comfort and functionality, ideal for modern family living. Step inside to discover a refined formal living room, complete with a cozy fireplace and bifolding doors that open to a beautifully landscaped garden. Adjacent to this space, an inviting reception room currently serves as a tranquil home office, providing a serene view of the outdoors. The modern kitchen, featuring a captivating island, flows effortlessly into the newly landscaped garden and patio through additional bifolding doors, perfect for entertaining.
Okay, so essentially it carries on, and you can see all of these images. These static images have been animated, and not just a pan. They've actually kind of got 3D around them, as you can see, and you saw the fire earlier on as well. So these have all got call to actions at the end of them. They can be put up onto the portals. They can be shared on social media, however you like. But again, these are winning instructions for agents, because you may not normally see a property, and particularly bearing in mind how much commission you might make on some of the smaller ones as being candidates for videos. But this just makes it accessible to everybody, and is really, really powerful way of doing so.
Welcome.
But what we've also done is then taken the concept of that and the idea of, right, we can actually bring properties to life just from their photos, and also then use the virtual stager that I showed you.
Welcome to this spacious maze.
So here we have a property
in the picturesque village
down a little bit. Again, these are static images that we've made move, and what you can see is again a video that introduces this particular property. It's an empty property. So this, again, many people are able to actually see past this and imagine themselves kind of living in it and imagine it decorated. Now, I'm one of those people that really can't. I have to see things visually to kind of imagine really what it's all about. So what we do here is we can actually then dress the room, virtually stage it using that technology, and you can see there's also a nice big disclaimer, shouted disclaimer, to make sure they don't turn up into the house and expect it to look like this. But here is a luxury collection, styled room. And then again, what you can then do is you can just press, you can actually move through it. So this is a synthetic, an AI created series of images, series of rooms that actually have now been brought to life. And again, this can be really powerful for A, winning instructions, B, introducing to potential buyers different styles. So again, here's the same room in a modern style. And again, if you think about new homes, using this on new homes so that actually it does, you can use different styles and different rooms and really bring it to life. And that can be really powerful from, developers that you potentially are working with as well. So these, again, these are just really intended to use technology to allow you to amplify a lot of what you do anyway, really. So that's a bit about the kind of video side. I'm just going to very quickly dip into smart contracts. Now, most of you, I'm sure, will be using kind of DocuSign or something like that as being your primary way of getting people to sign contracts, landlords and vendors, etc. What this does is this uses AI technology to introduce different sort of upsells along the way. So again, focusing in on the idea that every single transaction, can you maximize the revenue opportunities here, and also actually help the client by having inside the contract, as they scan down, little videos that pop up that help them to understand what the different clauses are.
Hi Louise, it's Sarah from your estate agency here. I wanted to help you understand the choices you have for listing with us. You can choose our drone package, our video package, or our professional photography package. For your lovely home, I'd recommend the video package, which would enable you to showcase the wonderful light in your home best.
Okay, so really personal, talking to Louise about the lovely light in our home and recommending that she takes the videography package. If Louise does take the videography package, then she will, her contract will change, the price will be added, and the terms and conditions will change as well. So it'll have all that information in it. It's just a single sign. And also it allows, essentially you to make sure that all of these conversations are covered off all the way through.
Hi Louise, it's Sarah again. This section is all about your mortgage arrangements. I wanted to let you know that we can provide guidance for the perfect financial package to help you secure your dream home. We can also provide legal help to ensure that your sale and purchase go through really smoothly. Just click yes in the form below and we'll get to work.
Okay, so again, just making sure you know that every single time that conversation has been had with every single one of your vendors.
Hi Louise. Hi Louise.
And landlords. And actually we've got agents using this where for landlords it will actually pop up, if they choose not to have property management, then a little video pop up saying, well, I see you've chosen that, that's fine, but just to let you know, you are now responsible for this. And that tends to make them then actually click, yes, I do want property management. So again, people using it in really, really interesting ways. Right, we are on to audio. So VoiceProp is our audio AI platform. Now, what that does is it allows us to essentially create almost like that AI assistant you saw at the beginning, which is kind of everything about you inside an AI. So when I phoned that AI, and again, this basically sits on your phone system, as if it is answering all your calls, and you'll hear that happening as well. And the idea being that essentially it will act as a call diverter. It can take messages. It can even book viewings. All right, so we're going to try those now live and see how we get on. So wish me luck. Thanks.
Hi, it's Emily at Benjamin Stevens. How may I help you?
Hello, can I speak with Scott, please?
I'd be happy to connect you with Scott. Let me search for him in our directory. One moment, please. I can see we have two Scotts in our directory. There's Scott Amsher in Bushy Lettings and Scott Bernstein in Bushy Sales. Which Scott were you looking to speak with?
It's Scott Bernstein, please.
Thank you for clarifying. I'll transfer you to Scott Bernstein in our Bushy Sales branch right away. Thank you. I'm transferring you now.
Okay, so every single call also gets a transcript, and you can get that transcript emailed any way you like, and it will have the telephone number of the caller on it. So I'm just going to see if it can help me look for some flats in Luton.
Hi, it's Emily at Benjamin Stevens. How may I help you?
Hello, I wonder if you can help me. I'm looking to buy a flat in Luton. Have you got anything? Hello, are you there?
Happy to help you. Yes, I'm here. Sorry about that. I found a property on Dumfries Street in Luton, Bedfordshire, LU1. I'd be happy to transfer you to our Edgware sales branch, who can give you all the details about this property and any other flats we have available in Luton. I'll transfer you now. Thank you. I am transferring you now.
Okay, so yeah, obviously what the AI is doing is going away, checking its database and coming back. There was a little bit of latency there when I asked her, then she came back, and then we kind of got crossed over, but she sorted it out, and then she was able to put it through. So it's just a really cost-effective way. I mean, these calls are as little as sort of like 10-15p each, depending on volume. But it just kind of gives you, our obsession here is helping humans do the human stuff. All right, so actually making your teams go out into the world and talk to other humans, and let the machines do the machine stuff. So rather than them having to take messages, scrabble around, do emails onto colleagues and all that sort of stuff, the AI just does that essentially. So I'm going to do one more because I'm a glutton for punishment, and I'm just going to see if we can book a viewing with this particular agency. So bear with me for one moment.
Hi, it's Emma at You Move. How may I help you?
Hello, Emma. Can I book a viewing, please?
I'd be happy to help you book a viewing. Could you tell me which property you're interested in viewing? A street name would be helpful to start with.
Yeah, it's on Juno Way.
Thank you. Let me search for properties on Juno Way for you. I found a property on Juno Way in Peterborough. Would you like to book a viewing for this property?
Yes, please.
Great. To proceed with booking a viewing for the property on Juno Way, I'll need your name, please.
My name is Mal McCallion.
Thank you, Mal. I'll start the booking process for you now. Thank you, Mal. I have several available appointment slots for viewing the property on Juno Way. The earliest available is Tuesday, 1st of April at 10 a.m. Would that work for you?
No, have you got anything at the weekend, please?
Yes, I have weekend appointments available. The earliest weekend slot is Saturday, 5th of April at 10 a.m. Would that work better for you?
No, have you got anything at 3?
Yes, I do have appointments available at 3 p.m. There's one on Saturday, 5th of April at 3 p.m. Would that time work for you?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks. Can I book that one, please?
Excellent. I'll book the Saturday, 5th of April at 3 p.m. slot for you now. I need to confirm your contact details. Is the best number to reach you on 07779 099782. This is the number you're calling from.
Yes, it is.
Thank you for confirming. Let me complete your booking now. I'll also need your email address to complete the booking. Could you please provide that for me?
Yeah, it's mal@modelprop.ai.
Thank you for providing your email address. Let me confirm that's mal@modelprop.ai. I'll complete the booking now. Great. I've successfully booked your viewing.
Okay, I'm just going to cut that off because I'm mindful of time. But what that should now do relatively quickly is we should see coming through into my inbox a summary and indeed a transcript of that particular call. So there it is. So here is everything that we've just spoken about. There's got a summary in it here. And it's got call duration, full transcript, and you can see it's got all of these things all the way down to here. All right, so that's VoiceProp, and yes, that's essentially live, ongoing, and it's something that we're really super excited by. So I did promise you a very quick peek into the future. I'm mindful of time, so first of all, thank you to everybody who's here. Let me just show you what this looks like. It's none of those. It's this one. All right, so this is from a company called Manus AI. All right, so what this does is this uses uses what they call agentic AI. So this is the AI I was talking to you about that goes out and finds things for you. So this is just an example of what's coming down the track and how people are going to be looking for properties in future. So when you watch this, think about what this is going to do to Rightmove.
In this example, we have Manus conduct some research. It needs to filter New York properties based on multiple criteria. For complex tasks, Manus first breaks them down and creates a to-do list. Manus begins by searching and carefully reading articles about the safest neighborhoods. Then Manus researches middle schools in New York. Next, Manus writes a Python program to calculate my budget. Based on my budget, Manus filters listings on real estate websites. Finally, combining all the information gathered, Manus writes a detailed report and compiles all the resources.
Okay, so that was a very quick whiz through. But yeah, what you saw just then is essentially the future of property search, which all you need to do is just say, I want safe area, lovely school, sea view, I don't know, and this is my salary, and then it will work out your budget. And essentially it will just then go off and do all the searching for you. So people aren't going to be going onto Rightmove and typing in and going through filters and all that sort of stuff. They're going to be using AI. AI is then going to be going and finding it from anywhere. All right. So one of the amazing things about this is it will go and search on agent websites as well as Rightmove, as well as Zoopla, as well as on the market. So it's pretty brand blind when it comes to serving up these properties, and deduplicates them, and it will generally serve the one that has the most detail in it. All right. So again, when you're thinking about how you organize your website, organize the data that you're putting in, etc., then just be thinking about if you can make your data on your website richer than that is on anywhere else, then the chances are AI is going to start finding your website. Again, if you want to talk about any of this sort of stuff, then do hit me up. I'm on mal@modelprop.ai, as you just heard. But that is it for this month. I am slightly over my time, and I apologize profusely. If anybody's got any questions, I'm going to hang around for a minute or two, and yes, sit and stare into the camera. No, actually, I'm going to probably carry on talking about stuff. But yes, look, thanks so much for making time. Really, really kind. We'll be back again next month. Also, just so that you know, we do have a weekly newsletter, which you can register for. Just go onto our website, modelprop.ai, and that's a weekly newsletter, goes out every Tuesday. We also have a podcast that we actually started a little while ago, and we've just been kind of gently rolling it along in the background, but essentially it's me doing this kind of stuff, but talking about this week's news. So we talk about property news, and I occasionally go on a rant about property portals or I don't know, bell rigs, things like that. I'd also talk about AI. So what's happening in the world of AI as well. So go and have a look for that. It's called the Property AI Report, or the PAIR, PAIR, Property AI Report. It's on all of your podcast stations. So yeah, if you're on Apple, or any of them, Spotify, etc., then it'll be on there, and you can listen to me it's on Wednesday, so a new one will have dropped this morning. But look, thanks so much again. Hope you have a great day, week, month. I'm going to be back again next month with the next webinar. I'm certain there is going to be some new and exciting and funky stuff for you to look at. So do join me again. Thanks for your time. All the very best, and we will catch up soon. Cheers. Take care. Thanks again. Bye.